Hoo-hoo-hoo.
This is Uncle Jimmy getting ready to officiate Julia and Ryan's wedding, trying to make sure he tells their story the right way. They're not exactly the traditional wedding type, but Julia did want one thing: a wedding in the Redwoods. Their story was built on adventures, music, a little chaos, and always finding their way back to each other. And on this day, they weren't just becoming husband and wife, they were about to become parents too. So, let's see how this all went down. Here is the wedding of Julia and Ryan.
Ryan, can you hear me? Okay, good. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Everybody good?
I know.
How's it going, man? Good to see you. Yeah, glad you made it. Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. So it's a beautiful day. We're grateful you guys have made it to celebrate Julia and Ryan as they start their next chapter together. This is a big one. My name's Jimmy, with an I-E, not with the wimpy Y. I'm known around here as Uncle Jimmy, and I'm honored to officiate this moment for two people we all love. And if you're paying attention, three. That's right. We're not just here to marry Julia and Ryan, we're here to marry these three into one big, beautiful family, including baby Prasad. At this time, I'd like to invite Ryan to come down. Come on, man, come on. Right here. There you go, man.
Good.
Yeah.
Left hand.
All right.
Perfect.
Gonna get married. And pregnant.
Oh, Jimmy already started talking. I just talked to him. I said, give her a minute, she's in the room. She goes, no, she come out now. I'm like, okay, I told her to come out now. And he starts talking. I'm like, I have my friend over here.
Okay, let me pick up her stuff.
Oh, yeah.
A few moments later.
Now everybody rise and welcome the bride.
I'd wait a million more for you. Nothing prepared me for the privilege of being yours today. If I had only felt the warmth within your touch.
All right, you can all be seated. Friends, family, we are gathered here today beneath these towering redwoods to celebrate something just as strongly rooted: Julia and Ryan as they join their lives together in marriage. Their love story started exactly where most lifelong romances do, at a high school party. When Julia and Ryan met for the first time, Ryan thought, he's too young, she's too young to be here. Julia thought, I've never met a real stoner before. Over time and hanging out with friends, their relationship grew. One night, they hung out on a party bus, just as friends, and Julia kept trying to get Ryan to dance with other girls. But somehow, they ended up spending the whole night dancing with each other. That was the moment they both started to realize maybe this was more than just a friendship. Maybe they didn't want to be around anybody else, just each other. Being young and living at a home with no bills to pay allowed them to be spontaneous. They loved driving Julia's PT Cruiser, a car Auntie Deborah lovingly dubbed the Flaming Marshmallow. They liked to find hidden beaches and hangout spots. They'd sleep in the car and wake up to the sound of the ocean waves. Now, I might be expanding more than what it is, but when Julia was a junior in high school, she decided to ask Ryan, who graduated 2 years earlier from high school, to her junior prom. They were newly dating, and she wanted to make it special. So during a trip with friends to the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, she pulled out a full promposal treatment with signs, a crowd, and maximum public attention. Ryan was coming back from grabbing pizza with his friends, and his arms were full of pizza boxes. When he spotted the signs and immediately looked like he wanted to melt into the pavement, Julia asked him in front of hundreds of people if he'd go to the prom with her. He said yes, and he was visibly embarrassed. At which point, a random crazy woman in the crowd shouted, "You know, you don't have to go if you don't want to." He went. And the next year, when the prom fell on Julia's birthday, he went again, no questions asked. Julia and Ryan love to travel, and they've made memories in all kinds of places. Panther Beach in Santa Cruz is one of their favorites. It's where they had their first date and where Ryan proposed to Julia. In Washington, D.C., Ryan got to share his love of Seven Lions with Julia, his favorite artist, whose music, he says, speaks to his soul. They also traveled to Cabo with friends for Julia's 21st birthday. That was a wild one. At one point, they got so high, they thought the cartel was coming for them. And just when things couldn't get any crazier, Christina disappeared before dinner, only to be found later passed out in the hotel lobby. But wild birthday trips are just one part of the picture. Let's talk about what it's actually like to live with them. Julia eats in bed. Ryan says it's annoying. Every night it's snacks first, sleep second, and yes, the crumbs are real. And Ryan, if there's a reflective surface nearby, he's checking it. Windows, mirrors, car paint, spoons. He'll find a way to make eye contact with himself. Julia is the better driver, no question. Though she did once get her car completely stuck in the mud during one of Santa Cruz's worst storms. Immediately after Ryan said, "Don't go that way," naturally she went that way. They've argued over baby names, mostly because Ryan keeps suggesting girl names when the ultrasound says it's a boy. And yes, she calls him Stink. It's not a term of endearment, it's a warning. Ryan eats a lot of protein, and everyone else has to live with the consequences. But beyond all the quirks, what truly defines Julia and Ryan is the way they show up for each other. Julia and Ryan's bond only grew stronger. They've been each other's safe space through life's many challenges, from difficult teenage years to emotional roller coaster of becoming adults. Ryan says Julia grounds him. She's patient and empathetic, sometimes too empathetic, he jokes, but she helps him grow. She's stuck with every version of him, especially not the so great ones. Julia says she's always felt safe with Ryan. In chaos of her younger years, he was the one thing she could count on. He's pushed her to be better, believed in her even when she didn't believe in herself, and stood by her side through every phase of her life for over a decade. I've asked a few friends and family what they thought about Julie and Ryan, and here's what they said. Uh-oh. Shalini, Ryan's mom. Ryan and Julia are two wonderful young adults, funny, caring, respectful, and loving with big hearts. I love spending time with them because we laugh constantly about anything and everything, even if it makes no sense. Julia can tell a story like no one else, true? And together they just click. Julia knew Ryan was the right one right away. It took him a little longer to realize she was the jewel. Yeah. Okay. Auntie Deborah. I've been keeping tabs on Julie and Ryan from the beginning, way back in high school when it all started. Any auntie would worry when an older boy starts hanging around her young, beautiful, kind, talented, smart, and did I say young, niece. I was on high alert, but it was so clear that Julia chose Ryan with purpose. She saw something there the rest of us didn't, buried underneath all that teenage angst. Let's be honest. During those years, they both had plenty of angst to go around, but once these two souls emerged from that rough start and really joined forces, they shined. I saw how respectful, intelligent, and caring Ryan is. Together, Julie and Ryan became stronger and more centered. They started to build a wonderful life together. It's been an amazing thing to watch, and now with baby Prasad on the way, I don't think it was possible for me to feel even more joy. I'm so proud of you, Julie and Ryan. I'm so proud to be your auntie. Love you both. From longtime friend Munanyo. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Okay. Juju has been in my life for about 8 years, and she's more than a friend. She's family. What I've always loved about her is how deeply she cares for the people she loves. She'll drop anything for you, and no matter how serious things get, we always find a way to laugh. She's one of my best friends through every high and every low. And yes, one of my favorite memories is right after Ryan proposed, there was a huge storm, and they tried to take a shortcut out of the forest. It was pouring, trees were falling, the roads were a mess, dogs and cats flying, and of course, they got stuck in the mud. That's Julie and Ryan, slightly chaotic, definitely stubborn, and completely made for each other. Then there's Christina, Julia's longtime sister. These two are so special to me and my man Leah. I said that right? Yeah. You know how some people just feel like they've always meant to be in your life. That's Juju and Ryan. I met them as a couple at a family Thanksgiving about 10 years ago and had no idea how much that day would mean to me. Ryan is family by blood. His grandma is my dad's sister, and I call his mom, Shalini, my sister, which in Indian culture technically makes me his auntie. But honestly, with how close we are, he feels more like a brother. Juju quickly became family by heart, my best friend, my sister, and one of the first people I turn to for anything, whether we need to laugh, vent, or give each other advice. The four of us, me, Leah, Juju, and Ryan, are always up to something. Leah and Ryan just know when Juju and I are together, things are gonna get wild. And they end up playing the role of our slightly exhausted babysitters. We've shared so many laughs, especially on a recent trip to Hawaii for my little sister Whaley's baby shower, where we made memories we'll never forget. Leah and I are lucky to walk through life with them, and we've always talked about getting married, having kids, and raising them together. And now here we are, hoping our kids grow up with the same bond, love, and values we found in each other. David, Julia's father. There he is. Anyone who knows Julia and Ryan can tell you just seeing them together brightens up a room. I remember back when Julia couldn't drive yet, I'd shuttle her and her friends around wherever they wanted to go. They'd be chatting in the back seat, and I swear, Every other word out of her mouth was Ryan. That's when I realized this guy must really mean something to her. Her love is obvious, and they have a way of making any space feel special. I love you both. All right. They've survived teenage angst, road trips, and promposals. So what's next? Julia is excited to become a wife and a mother. Ryan is looking forward to becoming a husband and a father, and has already predicted he'll be the most in shape dad at his son's friends groups. Together they dream of building a household full of love, raising a healthy baby, eventually buying a home, having plenty more adventures in their future, and maybe a few more babies along the way. Their love story has been full of twists and turns, wild memories, and real growth, and today marks the next chapter, one they step into not with perfection, but with purpose. Because when you choose each other again and again, through chaos and calm, beach bonfires and muddy detours, good times and slightly gassy ones, that's not just love, that's partnership, that's family, that's Julia and Ryan. The vows.
Let's take it off right now.
They're going to read the vows to each other.
Ryan, standing here today, I am looking at my best friend, my life partner, my soulmate. I can't believe that a little over a decade ago we met and it would change my life forever. I always knew there was something special about you from the first day we started to text each other. It was so easy, it felt like I had known you my whole life. I knew early on there was an important reason for our paths to cross and for us to be in each other's lives. You've taught me so much, and you've made me a stronger, better person and made me realize my worth, because you've always pushed me to be the best version of myself, even if I couldn't see it. You've protected me, loved me, and stayed by my side even through the darkest times. I couldn't have chosen a better husband and a father to our son. I promise to always support you and stand by your side no matter what life throws our way. I'll love you forever, and I can't wait to be your wife.
Oh.
Like this.
Ryan. Let me take that.
Alright. I love you. No. Julia, I promise to love you with all that I am, to protect you with every ounce of strength, and to cherish every moment we share. Thank you for standing by me even in the darkest times. I promise to stand by your side through every storm we face, holding your hand, facing the world together. I can't wait to see the mother you become, filling our home with music, teaching our son what it means to headbang, and dance to our favorite songs. Together I know we can overcome anything, and I vow to build a life with you, filled with love, laughter, and endless adventure. Oh, I skipped a page. Alright, I promise to love you with all that I am, to protect you with every ounce of strength. Did I say that already? I promise to love you with, yeah. Yeah, that was it.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
how many shots do you take?
I know. Okay. We've heard their love story, what friends and family think of Julia and Ryan, and we heard their vows, kind of. Now it's time for the big question. Ryan, do you take Julia to be your wife, to love her, support her, and stand by her side through whatever life may bring?
I do.
Julia, do you take Ryan to be your husband, to love him, to support him, and stand by his side through whatever life may bring?
I do.
All right, time for the rings. Who's got the rings? The shiny part that makes us all official. Okay. These rings are a symbol of our vows and a reminder that you have chosen each other today and every day going forward. I'm going to have you grab them. Okay. Ryan, repeat after me. Julia, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
Julia, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
I promise to stand with you, grow with you,
I promise to stand with you, grow with you,
and love you through whatever life brings our way.
and love you through whatever life brings our way.
You can go ahead and put them.
Why does it go that way?
Flip it.
What?
Oh my Jesus.
I would do it the other way. Literally.
Awesome. I'll give you this ring. Okay, Julia, repeat after me. Ryan, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
Ryan, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
I promise to stand with you, grow with you,
I promise to stand with you, grow with you,
and love you through whatever life brings our way.
and love you through whatever life throws our way.
All right. Julie and Ryan, you have declared your love and commitment. Oops, you forgot. Oh, there we go. Okay, now you have. Julie and Ryan, you have declared your love and commitment in front of your family and friends. Exchanged vows from the heart and sealed those promises with the giving of the rings. It is now my great honor, by the power vested in me by the state of California and by the full support of everyone here, to pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Oops, sorry.
That's crazy.
Family and friends,
Oh, there's more?
it's my joy and honor to introduce to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Prasad. Dance, 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 dance. Woohoo! Yay. Okay, let's go. Oh, cool. Thanks, man. That was fun.